Today I am reviewing this 13 super slicer, 13 piece, and looked really cool. So we're going to be taking it out today and seeing how well this thing performs. This thing was $10 in the store. It comes with many cool things. So yeah, we've got a hand guard and an egg separator, hand guard, and a salad spinner, which is what really attracted me, but this came along with it. And then a non-slide wall and all-in-one lid so that it can just kind of go to every piece here. And then it's also got a triple stainless steel blade, a grating blade, a slicing blade, an ultra fine julienne blade, and this one is really hard to see, another julienne blade. And this one is a zesting blade. So I'm really excited about this. Gonna take it out and just kind of test it out, see how it does. Alright, here's all the pieces out and displayed so you can see everything that you get. This is mine. I'm going to be using this to chop off things I don't want, like tomatoes. That's what I'm really curious to try out. So as you can see, it is fairly small for doing big things like salads. Like that would probably do, you know, maybe a child. I don't even know about an adult, but just to check it out, we're just gonna snap that on and then start trying this. So maybe it's not as non-slip worthy. So yeah, it doesn't really grip all that well. I guess non-slip mat would probably help us out a lot more. So that is about how much it did for that. So I think when we start adding more stuff into it, it'll make it bigger. Okay, so I tried doing it without the protector and cut myself. But you can see it actually did a really good job cutting the peppers. Just recommend using the guard. It is there for a reason. And yeah, so I thought that did a really good job. I'm gonna clean this out. I already washed this, so I'm gonna clean this out, obviously. And then we're gonna try out these cucumber slices, which I have a really good feeling it's probably gonna do really well. Right here it has a locking mechanism, which is super handy, and I really like that part. And yeah, so we're gonna try out probably some more peppers real quick, and then I'm going to try out these cucumbers. Okay, so there's the cucumbers. I'm going to take this off so you can see. I think it did a really good job with that. And we're going to try out some carrots with the shredder, just so we can try that out. So here is the shredder, and I'm having a hard time believing that this thing can shred carrots, because there are no blades other than this plastic stuff. There's no metal in it. One like this, so it's got blades on the top. I wonder if that is the zester. Yep, so that's the zester. And right now we're on the grating blade, so it's saying shred cheese, vegetables, and fruits. Okay, so we're gonna try that. We just tried out that one, and that one I really enjoyed. That one was very smooth. Tried it on the peppers on that one, and really liked what it came out with. This one I believe would be really good for like cabbage and things like that. Okay, so this thing was really hard to shred carrots on, just because, I mean, other than it's really messy, it was just kind of hard to get the carrots to like go down, so I'd have to, like, you know, push it down, slide a little bit, and then it I don't know, it was just really interesting. And as far as like how it shredded it, it's not bad. You know, it definitely did the job. The hardest part in this though was definitely it moving. Like, it was constantly moving. So I have no doubt that this thing will do a great job. Great job, like, you know, fluffing up eggs and that kind of thing. And this thing, chopping up things, you know, great for like salsas and stuff like that. And the egg separator, I mean, that's just self-explanatory. I mean, you see these all the time, and yeah, super easy. The zester, may have to try out some lemons to see how well this does, even though I have really no use for it right now, but just for being able to see how it does, we are going to try that. So what I would recommend on this though is definitely, I think having the metal blades do help a ton. I know it's not as safe, but I do think it makes cleaner cuts so that there's not so much of a mess. And definitely for down here, it definitely needs more suction onto it. So do I think this is a good idea? I do think this is a good idea, but it does need improvements. It needs some kind of suction more so that it's not sliding all over. It needs more metal blades on here. It was $10, so that to me was a good deal for what you get in this. However, I do think it would sell a lot more if they just fixed even those two things. So we're gonna try out the zester, see how that does. I'm kind of feeling like it's probably gonna perform the same as this, but we don't know until we try it. So another thing I noticed is just after one use, it did stain quite a bit from the carrots. You know, given the fact that it is white, it's gonna obviously absorb color more. However, prior to using this, I would recommend using a little bit of oil right here, coconut oil, olive oil, so that it does not adhere so easily to this. However, we're going to clean this with some cream of tartar to get it right back to it being brilliant white. So I have the cream of tartar on here. We are going to be using the Scrub Daddy sponges, and they come in a 4-pack. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So these are them. Oh, the Sponge Daddies. So they come in a 4-pack. I have used the Scrub Daddy before, and I really liked it. It was super fun, cute, and very efficient for what I need to do. So was this a great idea? This was a genius idea. Genius idea doing this. How these work is when you put cold water on them, this stiffens up, and then when you put hot water on it, makes it smooth. So when you want to use things like non-stick surfaces or in here where it can scratch, it does a really good job making it so that you don't have to worry about that. So we are going to clean this up. What this takes is just a little bit of dish soap, some cream of tartar, and we're going to get rid of this. So here is it after using the cream of tartar. Now there still is a little bit of orange in there, but it does help greatly to get rid of stains. And ceramic, tried it on plastic, and doesn't do the job. There still is a little bit of discoloration there, but I mean, you saw the before. I mean, it's so much better now. So we are gonna hook on the zester, and then we're gonna get some lemons and start zesting those. Okay, so I still have the carrots in there, but this yellow right here you can see is where the zest came from. I actually was really surprised by this one. I didn't think it would do that well at all. I thought most of it would be outside of here, but honestly it did a pretty good job. There is still a little bit there that got caught under there, but not a problem. That can always be removed and just shoved in there. The carrots was like everywhere, so but this one, yeah, not a bad job at all. So all in all, I'm going to say, was this a good idea? I think it was. However, I think that there could be some improvements on with those that I suggested, and definitely would recommend this for people who like good slicing ability. That one I was really impressed with. On this one, you know, just like a mandolin. Super handy, super nice. The biggest thing that I like about this versus a mandolin is the fact that you can spin solid, you have an egg separator, you have a beater, you have a chopper, and you do not need to have electricity to do it. I mean, this is something that you could take with you camping. You could take on the go with you anywhere that you're going, and wouldn't have to worry about those kind of things. So that's the reason why I really like this. It is small, but for what you get in it, for its value, for $10, I mean, that's a really good deal.